It is the Hopeless Fan Podcast coming to you near midnight on Thursday, September 16th.
The witching hour, where losses become losses and losses stay losses.
Yeah, we just got done with a wild Thursday night football game. Washington beats the Giants 30-29 on a last-second field goal. It was missed. Giants were called for offside.
The gang's all here. Oh.
Giants jump off sides. Washington kicks the game winner. A wild one. Before we break it down from a betting perspective, take it just from a football standpoint. Are the Giants done?
Over. Season's over.
Season's over.
Danny Dimes looked good.
Danny Dimes did.
What was their win total?
We'll go right into betting. 7. About 7.
That under's looking great.
Well, yeah, they're
now.
0-2. So
right?
Yeah. Washington, I think, is a game they absolutely had to have starting the year back-to-back home games.
Yeah.
And with a backup quarterback?
With a backup quarterback. After losing a game you probably should have won last week if you don't fumble at your own 4.
So who do you fade next week? Are you on the Giants next week, or do you fade the fuck out of Washington?
Who are they playing?
I'm thinking the latter.
I think you fade Washington.
Easily.
Yeah.
I don't think Washington's good.
I think you fade Washington because honestly, with the Giants, it's just like there's no even bouncing back when you win a game. You win a game for 5 seconds and then you lose like that because of an offsides.
Oh, that was terrible. They choked that. Imagine putting your life savings on the Giants, which I almost did. But no, like, could you imagine if you had a huge bet on the moneyline Giants and then they miss it and you're like, holy fuck, yes, like, and that you see an offsides, dude. That last kick to win it, I swear it was going right.
I swear it was going right.
I was like, oh, same kick, same exact kick, and it's just like snuck in. I was like, wow.
Well, let me tell you something. The football team the football team needed this because their upcoming schedule at Buffalo, and then at Atlanta they could probably win, but then versus the Saints, versus the Chiefs, versus the Packers,
oh god,
versus the Broncos, and then versus the Buccaneers. So literally 5 straight games they're going to be underdogs in.
I'm taking them in the Broncos game. Sorry, Scotty.
Ooh.
Why would you just? Why, like, you didn't even need to say that.
You don't even know what the line.
Yeah, like,
is.
I'm just taking them.
Yeah, like literally, that's
Sorry,
they play
Scotty.
the Broncos. They play the Broncos on Halloween. And Zack's like, oh, I'm taking Washington. No idea what's gonna happen.
It must be the season of the witch.
Or the Broncos just that good, where they just, like, Danny Dimes looked, one-dimensional against the Broncos, and are you on?
You can
Broncos
stop the run.
-6?
Yeah. Well, okay. So from a betting perspective, Zack, you want to take it? Let me just say, I missed Giants team total. I thought this was going to be a snooze fest.
18.5.
Giants team total under. Obviously didn't hit, but then I took Danny Dimes over 20.5 completions.
Nice.
So that actually ended up barely hitting, by the way. He had
Really?
23?
He had 20 at the end of the third quarter. He finished with 22.
22.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Because they got the ball back after that interception.
Yeah.
And they went 3 and out and kicked a field goal. So he ended up with 22. So barely hit that to literally break even down to 0. And Zack?
Can I do mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god. Okay. So
what'd you start out with?
So the first one that I took was Antonio Gibson over 73.5 rushing yards. He got 69.
Nice.
Kill myself.
69,
yep.
And it kind of makes it worse because
he wasn't even in on that last drive. It was just McKissick.
Like J.D. McKissick had like 39 touches.
Yeah.
In the
and
last
he did have a
drive.
carry on the last drive.
Yes, he
for
did.
4 yards that would have put me over.
J.D. McKissick
72.5.
had 4 carries for 10 yards. Also got the touchdown.
Yeah.
And he also had 5 catches for 83.
Yeah. And then team total under for Giants 19.5. Got it before it moved to 18.5. That didn't hit. And then I took live Giants minus 3.5.
Oh, I took that
And
too.
then I doubled down on that with Giants minus 2.5 because I thought they're going to win by 6. No problem.
Then Darius Slayton dropped a wide open touchdown that would have put the Giants up 10.
Yeah. So that's how you go from up 1.5 units to down 3.3.
So the gambling gods, just like, you had a great week 1, Zack. You're not getting
It's
this
Thursday.
fucking-
It's Thursday.
Yeah.
I was down Thursday last week. Or no, I was
you
up.
were up. You were up because
up a
you
little
Ole
bit.
Miss on Monday.
Yeah, and then Friday I was down from
you
college.
were never down on the online book.
Okay, maybe
you were
not.
Ole Miss Monday put you up. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Scotty, how about you? What was that Thursday night game like?
For the first time ever, I just broke the fuck even. Had Heineke over.
Not about even. Literally broke straight.
Yeah, not about even. No, like I wish I had came away, but the fucking live bets made it so I didn't profit anything. I actually teased both lines. So I had Washington +3 and the over. Because over is 34.5, and it's like two teams that aren't very good. I was like, God, man.
Yeah.
And then the under just seemed like it could be a scrap fest, and I had the under tease with Giants +10, and it looked like I might hit both, and that's I had the sweet spot when they were up 26-20, and I would have hit my live bets. And then Heineke literally.
Well, you wouldn't hit both, right? Because you had Washington plus 3.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, but I had those. That's why I did those live bets so that it would overcompensate in case
live bullets, as Shelby would say.
Zacky
live bullets.
Because if that happens and it goes over, I would have never forgave myself if it went over and the Giants won. Because
that's how I made a lot of my money last week. I had to do the live bets. So maybe in retrospect, I was actually kind of being smart to just even it out, or just some insurance. But ended up just me fucking taking a big old push all around the board. Hey, Shelby, take it to me to be a guy who's all about the LBs.
I almost sent you guys a lock in the chat, like right before the game. Actually, I have it screenshot my phone. It was Saquon Barkley over 59.5. rushing and receiving total, and he had
that's what it was.
Yeah, 59.5.
Oh my gosh, he got that one run.
You think that, but he only had 57 yards rushing and 12 yards receiving at the end.
Okay.
So
yeah, that seems
it's
low.
deceiving.
Blocks are for the boys. Apparently not tonight.
Right, seriously. I almost sent you guys a lock, but I didn't want you guys to.
Well, I didn't bet it. I screenshot it and then forgot about it. I can't see the board right now. I'm struggling.
I can't either.
Zach, college football. Touchy subject. Ohio State no longer the number 1 team in Ohio.
I made money on that game, so I don't care.
But as a fan, though,
yeah.
How tough?
Nobody's beaten Alabama this year, so it wasn't as big as a heartbreak as I thought. What
about my Wolverines?
What about them?
Beating Alabama.
I would have given Citadel a better chance to beat them, and they're not even playing this year.
Well, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, that's uncalled for.
So you're can Ohio State if they ran the table, do you think they still make it, or is there just too many bullets in the air to even?
I don't care.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't.
Yes, you do.
Not really. I mean, I can't come in this year, especially watching that game against Miami. I was like, "There's nobody beating them." So when I was watching that game against Oregon, I was like, "This is a close game. I'm going to take Oregon's down by they were down by 4 or something. Their live money line +170. Fucking Zacky live bullets took it plus money.
Stick.
Yep, took the plus money, and it ended up paying it out. They lost. That's fine. It is what it is. Stroud is a piece of shit. I'm actually the benefit there, and obviously I want Ohio State to win all the time. That'd be great, but in this situation, obviously it didn't happen. But you see, Stroud is not looking that great.
Didn't he throw for almost 500 yards?
Sure, but Stroud isn't. He didn't look amazing against Minnesota when he should have, and then he lost a game against a team at home that he should have won. So that's just good for
on a short week for them.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And so that's good for Ewers not transferring out if Stroud is underperforming.
Okay. But
which is ultimately what I would like to see.
Going back though, if Ohio State runs the table, would you be excited if they made the Final Four?
Yeah, obviously I'd be excited.
I know, but you're just acting like, it's whatever. I don't care. No one's beating Bama.
It's really week 2. Right. Nobody's beating Alabama.
How do you know?
They look so good now.
Yeah.
But that's all we have to go on.
Okay.
Everyone, you know what the sharp pick this week is? Florida +15.
Oh my God! I fucking love Florida +15, and I'm trying not to be
it's already teased Alabama down in a teaser.
I love Florida so much, but if the team's name wasn't Alabama, I would have already bet it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
I wish
in the swamp.
Does Florida play Georgia this year? What's the Florida Georgia line?
Who knows? Why the fuck would that be out already?
It's a band.
It's a band name. It's a fucking douchebag country band.
Yeah.
Oh.
Country pop.
Dude, well, Zack saw Bama beat up Miami, Florida, and he was like, "That's it. It's over. There's no one."
Yeah, and Miami, Florida barely beats Appalachian State at home. So how good's Miami?
Yeah. You can't base it off just like a couple games. Alabama.
I know. I saw Ed Reed on the sideline crying tears. So I was like, they're so good.
We're trying to build a house of knowledge on these teams after 2 games.
I know,
it's
right?
It's the death of us.
Zack,
one of them was Miami, and the other one was Mercer.
And they didn't cover against Mercer.
Yeah.
Oh.
They went 3-and-out first drive.
We'll go into stand and bunk. My stand of the week is sleeping through Tuesdays and Wednesdays to get to football. So obviously Monday night. We didn't even talk about the Ravens. Zach.
We don't have to.
Zach, are the Ravens in trouble?
Yeah. Ooh, they play the Chiefs week 2. We don't have to talk about it.
Hey,
what's
but
the
that
Ravens'
TikTok
final record go?
That TikTok guy told me that Patrick Mahomes gets hurt. So
that you did well. Didn't he say it was in like November?
No, he said it was against the Ravens by Calais Campbell.
No shit.
Yeah.
Zach. Ravens.
Yeah, but they do it when they do it in the late third quarter when they're up like 38-10.
It's like 35-10 and Mahomes tears his ACL.
I'm disappointed I didn't come watch that game with you. At the very least, it would have been entertaining. And then I couldn't believe I didn't find a Raiders money line ticket live on the book.
That's what I get for having faith.
Yeah.
When I saw it was Zay Jones. It was like because I was when he was in the draft. I was high. I hoped we would take him. You know who we took instead?
The
Perriman.
Bum.
Rashad Perriman.
Yeah. I mean,
Zay Jones is
what great career has Zay Jones?
No, he hasn't. But he would
He's on a
be
second
like
team. Yeah. Spin zone. Sammy Watkins looked good.
Yeah.
Worst spin zone though. Andrew Villanueva, awful at right tackle.
Garbage.
Another spin zone. The Ravens couldn't run it after the first quarter.
Another spin
Neglected
zone.
it.
Another spin zone. The Ravens were just victim of that one rallying cry Raiders win every year.
Yeah. The bright shining moment there was me hitting miracle Derek Carr pick after 2 dropped picks. In the first half.
Interception.
And then him throwing it in overtime. And then Lamar Jackson hitting his over on his rushing yards late in the 4th.
Yeah.
And what was the third bet that I hit?
Ravens first half.
Yeah, Ravens first half -2. So
okay, my stand of the week is going to be sleeping through Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays, had my meeting in the morning. Literally went back to sleep, slept till 1:00.
Beautiful.
And it's like, oh my god, I'm already fast forwarding through the days without football. 1:00, I'm waking up. What about you?
You're living click.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep. Mine is realizing you made the right choice, and I will elaborate on this.
Please.
Is that
Pfizer?
I'm starting to get into the rhythm. The rhythm of teaching. Yeah. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I go to. And this helps me. I thought Wednesdays were going to be the worst. I love Wednesdays.
Wednesdays suck.
For me, Wednesdays are great because it's like, all right, Monday, Tuesday, I only have 1 class each day, and I do literally nothing the rest of Monday and Tuesday.
Sure.
Lazy days. Wednesday, I get up at 6 a.m., but I go to do something that I like. When I get to school, I watch my teacher do first period. I do 2nd through 6th.
Watch
and then
your teacher have her period?
Sounds like you're having your first period, Zach.
So I watch him do first period.
I'll never beat him.
And then I do 2nd through 6th. 7th period is our planned period. So I just sit there.
Plan B period?
Exactly. So I get to just teach these kids history shit, and they're cool kids. They're pretty cool. Anyways, so I do that, get out of class, go take a nap. 6 o'clock class gets me through the end of the day. Go to bed because I'm tired as shit. Had a long day. Go right to sleep. Get up Thursday, 6 a.m. again.
But you're doing what you love.
But I'm doing what I love.
Yeah.
Go through that day. Same thing as Wednesday, except I'm already in the rhythm of it. Then go to my 5 o'clock class.
Is this where the period
usually gets out early, and then I'm racing home
for TNF.
Put fucking football.
Zach, I'm happy you're doing what you love. My only question is, will you ever get to play dodgeball against these kids? Like at the Christmas, last day before Christmas break, it's like faculty dodgeball versus the fucking crummy students. Okay, if so, I want to come watch.
That'd be great.
Can I come watch?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Maybe I'll be a coach at one of these high schools, and you can come cover me. Literally.
I would love to see that.
That'd be awesome. Zach would be a defensive coordinator.
Zach didn't know what a ground rule double was before this year. He's coaching.
Yeah,
football.
Good thing I'm talking about football coach.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta know.
Also, Reds are back.
Hey, what's your stand?
Reds are back,
Mr. Negative.
Oh, Ohio.
What's your stand?
The first half, Ohio under.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I forgot my alma mater played. How did we do? We lost, right?
49-14.
All right.
The over hit. The Ohio didn't cover the spread, but I had the under first half. Everyone had the over. I'm like, I'm taking the under. Look, 14-7 at halftime.
Nice.
Sat pretty. Loved it. It was under 29.5.
Just burn the doors open in the second half, apparently.
Yeah. Ohio made it 28-14 at one point. We're like, ooh, backdoor cover.
Oh, okay.
No, but no, they were 20-point underdogs, and then they gave up 3 straight touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
R.I.P. Frank Solich, we miss you.
All right, bunk.
It's bullshit. Frank Solich got a DUI at OU.
That's a bunk.
They were pulling over everyone driving on that sidewalk that certain day. Yeah. It wasn't fair. All right, my bunk of the week: the boys being unavailable for NFL Sunday. God damn it. Now I'm depressed because Zach's going to Detroit for a concert. And
a band I've been waiting to see since 2019, so chill.
And Nathan is just like, oh, by the way, guys.
Oh, this is bunk.
Make a note that his Browns play at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And he's going to a cake tasting at 2 for his wedding.
It's a bounce back game against the Houston Texans, dude. They're minus 12.5.
Yeah.
I can understand.
Well, we can talk about that.
Oh my god, you would.
Oh,
well, I have to now.
Yeah. So I don't know where I'm watching games Sunday. I guess I'm going up to Columbus.
Wow, you sound really excited.
If I had to.
Well, you didn't text me back when I said I was coming up, so that made me think you weren't about it.
Well, you texted and you said playing Sunday, and I said watching the games with you? ? That should make you feel like, oh hell yeah, like
the ball is in your court and it doesn't look good for you.
And I said I'll come up, and then just radio silence. It was like the chat. It was like I got a lock for you.
He literally just said come up, and you said I'll come up.
No, he said watching the games with you, and I said I'll come up, and then I just didn't. No response. After that,
yeah, that sounds like it's affirmative to me.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
And I don't like the fact that I'm included in this. Actually, this should be a stand.
And I don't like.
Actually, I'm not going.
And I don't like the fact that I'm agreeing. I don't like the fact that I'm agreeing with Scotty, but you forced my hand.
Oh, I'm just saying I got left on red.
How would you know? It's Android. All right. Well, Google. All right. My bunk, the week after a heater.
Yeah.
You literally, when I say you can't see the board, you cannot see the board. And this is like, listen, we kind of said we don't like the board this week. This is the worst.
I fucking hate
this. Is the worst board to follow up a heater week, right?
I know. I gotta expand on what you say, but maybe this is the week. Like whatever I pick, I just flip because I hate the board so much that I'm probably guessing wrong, so I flip it. But Zach, here's why it sucks after a heater, based off what you were on. So throughout the week, you were just like you were up so much. You were live bulleting everything. You didn't care.
Loose cannon.
Scotty was like
wild card, bitches.
Scotty's like put 30 on Appalachian State.
Sure.
L. You're like put live money line the other team Missouri.
Yeah.
L. But it didn't matter. You were up so much.
Yeah.
And now it's like you go back to 0, and it's like mentally you're like. I lose this,
I can't afford to take live bullets. I can't afford to take these chances I was willing to take last week.
Right. You're like you're not playing with house money anymore. You're actually in the red if you lose, and it's like I gotta get up, but I don't know the play because we hate the board.
This is where it's like apprehension versus chasing. Like you don't want to chase, but you don't want to be a pussy.
Yeah, you need. I didn't want to bet. I was so happy to come away even tonight because I didn't want to bet the game.
Yeah.
And I would have been wrong if I would have bet the side.
I said privately in the chat. I said I'm afraid to bet my fucking pocket change on this game.
Right. What are we at now?
Bunk for Scotty.
Yeah.
Being sick and specifically from Zack probably got me sick.
Oh my god. This is a great side bunk.
Scotty texted me back, fuck yeah, for me coming up, so now I'm back.
Cool. So this is a great, before I let Scotty elaborate, this is a great side bunk. It's like whenever
I don't need to elaborate, just go ahead.
Whenever you get sick, and then you're like you didn't know, you know you were sick and you were with somebody, and then you have the symptoms come on, and then their symptoms come on a day after you because they probably did get it from you.
And you're kind of like hand up.
Yeah, it's like hand up, yeah, but it's like they're like, what the hell, dude? It's like, yeah, I totally chose to get sick because I love being sick, and then I chose to give it to you. That was a conscious choice by me to one A get sick and 1B give it to you because I like being miserable, and then I also want you to be miserable.
I was literally like high-fiving you, just watching you like put that spray down your throat. Like I was like, I don't care. It's NFL Sunday.
Yeah, spit in my mouth.
Hot seat Scotty's mask that he only wore when it flared up.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I was the only one in the entire sportsbook or casino that had a mask.
I had one in my pocket. All right, stardom.
Patch on your bag.
Stardom. I'm gonna start with this, and that's Ken Jennings. Jeopardy is literally starting him.
Yeah.
It's going to be him and the chick from Big Bang Theory, Bazinga, but also Ken Jennings, who I was always my favorite to be the permanent replacement host, R.I.P., dying on a full slate Sunday.
Everything works. Oh, yeah. No
oh, dude, could you imagine? Just don't take me on a Sunday, God.
I thought I was going to die this Sunday before that full slate.
Well, Zach, when you were driving us back from the book Saturday, I told you, it was like, if you kill me before the first week one, I'll kill you.
It's like, don't you dare fucking Alex Trebek me.
Right. My stardom is cornhole pushing to be an Olympic sport. Just a win for middle-aged white guys. We don't get many of those.
It's like bowling.
And then my next one would be the Met Gala, just because it just comes and goes every year, and we never know what it actually is. I mean, we could if we just looked it up, but we don't. We're just like, fancy people in dresses. We have no idea what they're doing, and all the costume. Some of the outfits are stupid, but yeah, Met Gala for me. Scotty, stardom?
Do not have one. Have a sit-em, and it's AFC West going 4-0 because
and every West team going 4-0.
Yeah, I could have been happy. Could have been happy this weekend, you know.
Yep.
But now all of a sudden we're in a trap. Yeah, literally, it's like, oh, now everyone's 0-0 again. Cool.
The season starts this week.
Yeah, my sit-em.
Hey, happy week one.
Yeah, happy week one. Yeah.
Couldn't imagine my team being 0-1.
I know, right? My sit-em is giant hands. Giant hands.
Okay.
So, Darius Slayton.
I feel like your sit-em's giant hands.
Do you care
Darius Slayton?
Darius Slayton.
Giant hands.
Oh.
And then also, we can piggyback another sit-em, right? A piggyback off of your stardom, which was the Met Gala, which is wearing a multi-$1,000 dress as a politician where it says on the back, eat the rich.
Say eat the rich or tax?
Tax the rich. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. Same deal.
Ooh, look.
It's that same vibe.
Wait a minute. Did Shelby just culture Zack?
What?
Cultured.
Damn. Shelby doesn't know that pop culture,
bro.
but he just done pop culture, Zack. Damn.
Hate is a 4-letter word, Zack. My sit-em is Norm MacDonald dying.
Big sit-em.
Right after week one.
At least he saw week one. Who's he a fan of? What team?
Good question. But here's a few sidebars.
Gives me Giants vibes.
Yeah, for sure, Giants vibes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank God he died.
No, seriously. But stardom Norm MacDonald's heart.
Well, cancer, but
restart him.
Well, I mean, his heart stopped.
After the cancer killed him.
Well, he died from his heart stopping.
Well, maybe it was his brain not having oxygen,
which caused his heart to stop.
Well, the heart stops first. You can live after your heart stops, but after your brain stops, that's the coffin nails that the Bengals gave the Vikings.
Well, two things. His moth joke is amazing.
Beautiful.
Scotty, you should look up Norm MacDonald moth joke if you got like 3 minutes.
I saw one press conference. He said. He was in a press conference with a player. He's just like, "Hey, I wanted to ask you about winning Rookie of the Year. No one's ever repeated, so I just want to know what your plans are."
My top three, real quick. Top 3 Norm MacDonald jokes. So one is going to be the one that I dropped in the group chat, the Charles Woodson at the ESPYs, the OJ joke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, number 2, moth joke, you brought it up. And number 3 was when he was on Conan, when Conan was on NBC with that chick from According to Jim, the blonde wife lady.
Yeah.
When he's just ripping on her doing that movie with Carrot Top. It is comedy gold for 2.5 minutes.
Okay, so here's my thing. Norm MacDonald was a big-time gambler. He said he lost everything he had like 3 times.
Yeah.
And this was my favorite.
What a legend.
This is my favorite story real quick. Okay. So, he booked a room for his aunt and mom, I think, at Treasure Island. While we were waiting in line to check in, I looked at the tables and I told my mother and aunt that I'd meet them upstairs. I had $3,000 with me, no cash advance capabilities on my credit card, and no ATM card. I started betting $100 a hand. I had 4 splits and lost them all. Suddenly, I was playing for $500 a hand, hoping to catch up. After less than a half an hour, I was finished, completely broke. I sat up in my room for the rest of the trip watching Matlock on TV, but this is how it ended. He bet the remaining amount of his $3,000 on one single hand. He got dealt 2 aces, but didn't have any more money to split them.
Oh,
He then got dealt a 10, hit again, and got another 10. So he ended up with 22. If he split them, it would have been back-to-back blackjacks.
Fuck.
Tough bet.
Yeah. Also,
definitely a Giants fan.
Yeah.
Then.
Also, a sit-em. The Colts are going to be on Hard Knocks throughout the regular season.
Ew.
No one asked for that.
Ew.
No one cares.
Ew.
Yeah.
No one cares, but I'm going to also watch.
Somebody has to fuel Jim Irsay's Coke problem, and it's going to be HBO apparently.
The roof is open.
Hey, honestly, right. I mean, like, football's already back, right? We don't need that itch.
Yeah.
We don't need that itch during the week anymore.
Sure.
Actually, to be fair, I'll probably watch the Colts Hard Knocks thing after the season.
There you go. That's probably smart.
And I can look up how they did and be like, oh, this episode's going to be great because they lost 41-9. All right. Boardwalk. I'm 5-3. Zack, you're 4-4. Scotty 3-5. First game.
Hey, wait. I do have you know what you guys should watch on Netflix?
Oh, my God.
What?
It's Titletown. It's garbage, but it's in the best way. It's Titletown High. It's a high school football docu-series.
Oh my God, it's an amazing series. What are you talking about? I watched it.
There's a little bit. It's stupid as fuck because it just follows this, like, half the time they follow this, like, backup defensive end who, like, is in a love triangle,
true.
and I'm like, bro, like, who gives a fuck about
it?
That?
Is
this real or is it fake?
It's addictingly trash. It's from the 2020 season. Did you ever watch Two-A-Days growing up on MTV?
Yeah.
Hoover High. It's that coach.
Oh.
He's at a different high school, and it's amazing.
It's good.
It's drama filled for like and it's like. I wish we could, like...
I saw that. I saw the little fucking still shot on Netflix. I thought it was like a fake show.
I might be tempted to go rewatch it
like
and do an episode breakdown.
Yeah, like if...
It's so fucking
yeah,
great.
almost like... gave me vibes of, like, TikTokers are trying to do a Friday Night Lights.
No.
It's
following a high school football team.
Okay.
It's cool.
You know what's funny is, like...
it and do an episode breakdown.
It's funny you say that show because I was watching it, and Jess comes in the room and is just like, do you have to watch this for your podcast? I was like, not yet, but like probably eventually, yeah.
All right,
Scotty, I would just want to do the episode breakdown because of that sophomore defensive end and his love triangle.
Oh my God!
Because it's so fucking great.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
it's like we're gonna quarantine together and also make.
Yeah, it's like he's like
we're not
nothing's happening
between
COVID.
Us.
But then, like, as soon as I get COVID, we're just gonna hang out.
Yeah, not gonna give each other COVID, but they might get mono from each other.
All right, here we go. Boardwalk 5-3, Zack 4-4, Scotty 3-5. Scotty, you can lead off first game. Bengals +2.5 in Chicago, over under 45.
I think unless Fields comes in, Cincinnati wins this outright. So +2.5, Cincinnati. I think that the Bears are just like begging to go 0-4 and to have reasoning to put in Fields at this point. So.
Yeah,
2.5.
I've already got, personally, I took it before week 1.
You got good value on a money line.
Yeah, good value on the Cincinnati money line when they already beat another team from the same division. So I don't need to go spread here. I'm gonna go the over 45.5.
Just 45 for this.
45, sorry.
Yeah.
Over 45. I mean 46. I mean. Same deal. Still
we will
over.
have
and the opportunity to push. Zachy pushes.
You can.
Zachy live bullet pushes. Yeah, I think this is a high scoring game. Shootout almost.
We're gonna have a crossfire. The Bears -2.5 is my best bet. It'd be my lock if I didn't like the over or under.
It's a Joe Burrow for revenge game against Justin Fields.
Why? What about that Rams
Dwayne
game?
Haskins beat him out.
What about that Rams game makes you confident in the Bears at all to beat the Bengals?
I'd say David Montgomery running for 100+. But here's my biggest reasoning is that this
the
line
Bears are
is
desperate
dropped.
and it's a home
like,
opener.
This line, first off, a few things. Joe Burrow's first pro game against a home crowd.
Sure.
Khalil Mack might eat his ass. We don't know.
Khalil Mack and that Aaron Hicks online. Yeah. I don't trust the Bengals offensive line. Also, if you take away home field, this is saying they're even teams when the Bears win total was a 1.5 higher.
Yeah.
Also, my biggest thing is that everyone watched the Bengals it was on during there were 8 games on while the Bengals were finishing up. During it 1 o'clock, it was into the 4 o'clock slate. Everyone, watched the Bears game. It was singled out. They're like, oh, the Bears suck. Let's bet the Bengals. And now it's dropped all the way down to 2.5 when it was the real line.
3.5? 4.5.
4.5
yeah.
before week 1. Mm-hmm. So I think it's just a huge overreaction.
This is a big fade the public move for Shelby.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you betting it?
I already did.
You already did, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Next game.
Kudos to you.
San Francisco -3 at Philly. Total 50.5.
We might have a consensus here.
What?
I don't think so.
You think so?
I think it's a rat.
It is definitely a rat line, but how'd the rat line work for us last week?
What was the rat line last week?
I didn't take it last week.
Yeah, what did we say the rat line was last week? Oh, yeah, Chargers.
It was Chargers.
Chargers was the rat line.
We took
Washington before it moved after the Eckler injury, which didn't end up mattering because Eckler still played. But
hey, Shelby? What was Zack's Boardwalk last week record?
4-4.
God damn it!
All right. Yep.
So wait, are we in a rat line off? What's the rat side of this?
Obviously, it's San Francisco -3.
I know that's just what Zack was thinking.
I will eat this cheese.
You like San Francisco -3?
I love San Francisco -3.
Scotty, you like Philly?
I don't like Philly. I like the over.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I don't think Philadelphia's defense is good as week 1. Only allowing 6 points. And I don't think San Francisco just let up all these garbage points and put up a shit ton. They're coming off a game like that, so I really like that over 50.5.
Let me just say the over is my bonus, and San Francisco -3 is my pick.
Nice.
I think this if all that fucky shit didn't happen at the end of the Lions game,
that's
the 49ers
under
win by 20, and no one bats an eye.
Yep.
And this line's probably 4.
Yep.
And the Eagles played a Falcons team that hasn't looked good in preseason. Awful week 1. I think it's an overreaction.
As I said, I got kind of shit on, not by you, but by other people at the draft when I was like, I'm way down on Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan has a terrible year this year. His worst year statistically ever.
Okay. You know why I hate that? You know why I hate these games specifically? This week 2 board is mainly because there's an extra element, right? Even in this game, it's Philadelphia's home opener.
Yeah.
And it's San Francisco is on the second game of a road trip on the East Coast.
Yeah, but remember, the last 2 years they've done this. They've stayed at East Briar or whatever in Pennsylvania. They stayed and beat the brakes off the Bengals in 2019, and then last year they stayed in the Meadowlands and won both times. So they're used to this with Shanahan.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure, but I'm just saying, I'm not even talking specifically about this. I am talking about specifically about this game, but there's all these weird home openers because week 2, and then even in week 3.
You know what I hate is that we're like, we're taking San Fran because of an overreaction on Philly. But what if we were right to overreact? That's But I like the over because the 49ers lost their corner Verrett and
Yeah, I'm not going to second guess myself here. I think Philly's an overrated team after that game against a terrible, terrible Falcons team.
Philly only supposed to win 6.5 games. Okay.
Take their over.
All right.
I don't know.
One of the biggest spread? Yeah.
Yeah.
Houston. Week 1 darlings after beating Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They're getting 12.5 in Cleveland. Totals 48. Zach.
Dude.
This game's awful.
This is what makes this is 50%, 49% of the reason why I hate the fucking board this week. I have to take the spread or the over under. I can't go with an alternate line for this game, right?
Correct.
Like a player prop or something?
No.
Shit!
You could do that in the bonus and lock, I think.
I know, but I want to stay away from this game. I'm going to go over 48.
You picked it.
Ooh,
I know.
We have a crossfire there.
You're going to go over 48?
Yeah.
Scotty going under 48?
Yep.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say I love the under.
I love the under, too.
That's fair.
I don't think Houston scores.
I think I don't think Houston scores. I think Cleveland keeps on the ground too.
Zach, you can take a first half bet like I'm doing. Cleveland minus 7.5 first half. I think it's time to make a statement. Okay.
10-3.
11-3. Counterpoint.
Sure. Point counterpoint.
11-4. Checkmate. Cleveland minus 7.5 first half is my bet. But I like the Browns. I like maybe if Houston team total under, because would it be surprised if Cleveland put up 40?
How beautiful would it be though if Cleveland lost this game? Just as fans of the teams that we're fans of.
Yeah.
It'd be so funny. The panic. But they don't have the OBJ isn't playing, so they'll probably win.
All right, next game. New England laying 5.5 in the Meadowlands against the Jets. I'll start all over New England.
Yep, me too.
Minus 5.5.
Bounce back game against the worst team in the division.
This is a consensus, Quake?
Yeah, minus 5.5. Yeah.
All right, minus 5.5.
This is dude, I might put all my money on this.
Bill Belichick against rookies. Mekhi Becton out.
I'm making so much money on this.
This scares me because it seems easy.
I don't care. Stick with your gut. Same reason San Francisco minus 3 against Philadelphia.
Also, take a gander at the Patriots-Dolphins box score. The Patriots should have won the game by 10.
Absolutely.
It was insane. All right. Well, I guess we won't spend much time on that. Nope. Dallas getting 3.5 at SoFi. Total's 55 against the Chargers. Scotty.
Wait, the Chargers? I thought it was...
Yeah, Dallas Chargers.
Oops, I thought it was the Rams, but that's okay because that makes my bet even more confident in Dallas plus 3.5. Are you kidding me?
Consensus Quake.
That's
I'm also
so
on
fucking
Dallas.
easy.
Yep.
You think so,
dude? Yeah. I don't think this is desperate for Dallas. I mean, not necessarily like a must win, but they need it.
Bad against Washington. That defense looked bad.
They gave up 16 points.
Yeah, they didn't look that bad.
But half of the game was against Taylor fucking Heineke,
who just put up
against a bad Giants team. I'm not convinced. Dallas is going to be a good
Taylor
team.
Heineke, did he carve up Tampa Bay last year?
Dallas
I might have
is going
Dallas.
to be a
I might
good
have to
team.
bet Dallas straight up.
Yeah.
Dallas money line.
Dallas money line is great value. I already took it.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Also, who's the Dallas lineman who's out now for 8 weeks?
Who cares?
Lawrence.
Yep.
They're not going to
run
the ball.
That's true. DeMarcus
Zeke
Lawrence
sucks.
Yep. Okay. Next game, Sunday Night Football. Chiefs laying 3.5 in Baltimore. M&T Bank Stadium going to be rocking and socking and cocking. 54.5 is the total. Zack.
KC minus 3.5 is the easiest fucking bet I've ever made in my life.
Care to explain?
Dude, Baltimore. Look, our secondary, we lost Westry, which it may not seem like a lot to you, but it's just more churn in the secondary, which already...
Zach, your tone on Baltimore's really went down after week 1.
Yeah. After I saw what they did against a team that they easily should have beat.
I'm sorry, I got to tell Scotty.
First half was electric.
When Peters and Gus Edwards went down, Nathan put in a chat with just me and Zach. He was like, "Oh, my Browns to win the division bet looks good." Yeah. And Zach was like, "You think I'm worried about a backup running back in a corner who sucks in zone?" I was like, I love Zach.
Then we lost,
just shutting down Marcus Peters, just some broke ass bitch who can't be in zone.
Right, and then we saw the issues with linebacker pass coverage, which I thought was going to be better. And then I was like, I really miss LJ Fort. Because LJ Fort is, O-line is just way worse than I thought they were going to be okay with the additions that we made, and it just did not happen. Villanueva is washed. So, and then we also have Tyree Phillips injured, out on the IR.
Is Stanley out too?
No, he's playing. Yeah, he's at left tackle.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
Yeah. Keep running to the left side, I guess. So, yeah, this is an easy minus 3.5 in my opinion.
Baltimore plus 3.5 is my best bet of all time, of the year.
And you're also on Chicago. You're going to lose money this weekend. I can see why you hate the board.
Baltimore plus 3.5 is your best bet?
I know, right?
Why?
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild?
That's what I'm doing.
See, he hates money.
It was 4 for a while, and I was going to lay it on that. My biggest thing is that, so if home field is worth 2 points, 2.5 points, if you flip this, Kansas City would be favored by 7.5, 8 in Kansas City, and that makes no sense.
I think it does. I think it does make sense.
No, I think it doesn't.
I
think it does.
I think the Ravens have so many players out. They can't, they don't have, Ronnie Stanley's going to be out now. They have other pieces on the O-line.
You said he was playing.
No, Tyree Phillips is out. Ronnie Stanley is playing.
Oh, he is? Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, well, I thought he was going to be out. Anyway, so, I don't know. The Raiders exposed a lot. The Ravens looked one-dimensional. I have to pick KC minus 3.5 while I still can. But I like
Ronnie Stanley missed practice for a second straight day.
Who knows?
I'm going to go Kansas City minus 3.5. Zack scared me into it.
Yep.
That's on him.
Bullied.
I like the over, though, too.
I'm still going to bet Baltimore.
I just can't bet it because I'm a weasel.
The Chiefs smells good.
The Chiefs never cover. They're too expensive.
Yeah.
Bet them now before later in the year, the same kind of game, and the Chiefs are minus fucking 6.5.
Yeah. My bonus is out of the way. The over in San Francisco, Philly. So whoever wants to chime in first.
Broncos.
Minus 6.
Yeah, that's my bonus.
They're not a bad pick.
Might be my best bet ever that I bet. The minus 2.5 against Jacksonville.
Yeah, the over in that game though.
Jacksonville, Denver.
Yeah.
What is it? Is
that your bonus? No, it's not. I don't know. I just feel like the defenses are just like that. Like Denver's going to be like, it's fucking Jacksonville. Like, I don't know if the defense is going to be pushing as hard, especially on the road.
That's why it's just my bonus.
I kind of would be too with that spread.
The Broncos could very well not cover this game, and Trevor Lawrence could be like, "Oh, like this is the number 1 pick," and like the Broncos.
Hey, Scotty,
could
you know
keep
what?
It close,
As of
20
now,
to 24 or something.
As of now, right now, as we're recording, it's minus 5.5. So that's what you're getting.
Hey, look at that!
Sweet.
Is it minus 5.5?
Yeah.
Look at that! Wow, minus 115.
So sharps on Jacksonville. They love fading. They're like, "Oh, everyone's going to overreact." They just lost to the worst team in the NFL, Houston.
Yeah, the game has went up 4 points since last week.
Okay,
yeah, but
you could have got Denver less than a field goal.
Can I do my bonus?
Yes.
All right, my bonus is Tennessee at Seattle under 54.
Ooh, contrarian here. I like it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this game. I'm gonna bear with me. I'm gonna talk game script for a minute, for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Game script.
Can I do
Russell
my luck?
Wilson, early 14-0 lead. Then you have a Tennessee response to go 13-14 by halftime. Okay, we're not looking great.
Looking
for
at
the
27
under.
right there. So
we're not looking fantastic. Come out. People are just gonna be running the ball.
Run the ball.
Especially with you have.
Might rain in Seattle too, by the way.
Just saying, it's a high number for a game. It's an overreaction where Tennessee just played a similar style of play in Arizona, where it was high scoring in that game.
Tennessee looked fucking brutal.
Yeah. Now they're going to play a team with, I think, a better defense, in my opinion. You factor in J.J. Watt, Arizona, whatever. I think that Seattle has a better defense than people give them the credit for. And I think Russell Wilson is getting more, as he gets older, he's getting more game manager-y a little bit. Not as that high flying, even though you saw
all 4 touchdowns in the first half.
You saw all those throws to Lockett, not paying attention to DK, decaf. So I don't know. The under 54 strikes me.
Okay,
that's Scotty, my vision for the game.
Scotty, your lock?
Yep.
My lock is Bills minus 3.
That's also my lock. Already wrote it down.
Yeah, I just think I think we're talking overreactions. This is the best time to keep riding what you had in week 1 if it lost.
Yeah, if Damian Harris doesn't fumble last week, the Dolphins are. This line's 4.
Right.
I have a bounce back parlay that I put together. By the way,
do you have a lock?
I do have a lock.
Get that one out of the way first.
Arizona minus 4. Arizona looks great. We saw the Kyler Murray little person meme on Twitter, and I was like, this team is going to win like 12
I see him at
games.
minus 3.5 on the online book. Zach.
That's what you get.
That's what you. Well, because I'm looking at Lawrenceburg, they're minus 4. I was willing to take that.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I know. I'm
minus
just
4,
telling
minus 3.5
for you.
Well, you can push with 4. So you'd rather have 4 than 3.5.
I'd rather push than win, honestly. Zach pushes. Do we want to do? I'll get into your lock, and then we can go to my lock of the week, the Century, which I'm the most confident in.
I just wanted to say, Josh Allen last year against the Bills in
Josh Allen against the Bills?
Against the Dolphins. Sorry, in 6 quarters,
NFL.
he threw for 650 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was the game they won 56-26, week 17, where the Bills hit the over by themselves.
Oh my god, dude!
Over was 43, and the Bills won 56-26. I'm scared of how much I want to bet the Bills like by $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get talked into
Like
this
by
board.
a clean million.
I'm starting to get talked into
I'm actually
this
so
board with this,
back.
with Arizona, with the under in Tennessee, Seattle, low key.
Yeah,
And then,
you know what? I'm actually kind of trying to be irresponsible.
Dallas?
Yeah. And
Come
then-
on. New England,
and then,
Dallas,
listen,
and the Bills.
Listen to my... Okay,
How do those not all three hit?
I know, right?
Yeah.
But here's my lock of the week of the century.
All right, Zach's lot. You're 0-1, by the way, with Kansas City -6 last
Don't
week.
care. That's... I mean,
I'm just safekeeping.
should have hit. But that's fine. We get
They
over
were
it.
down by like 90.
Yeah, but I took them live money line. Made me money.
How does those all three not fucking hit?
I know. Lock of the week of the century. Off the back of an announcement of some bullshit HBO fucking Hard Knocks. Rams -3.5 against a terrible Colts team.
Smart not to overreact.
Matt Stafford looks incredible. Matthew Stafford with those weapons looks... I take back what I said about Matthew Stafford. Officially,
Ooh,
I'm taking it back.
Nice.
I am walking it back.
Did the Bears kind of move the ball pretty well against the Rams defense?
Are we ready to talk about that?
Are we not ready for this conversation?
I would take Jared Goff.
You're just like
That's not
bugging
Jared
on
Goff.
Andy
I would
Dalton
take-
all game, that's why.
I'm just saying the Bears got to the red zone first drive. Dalton threw a pick, whatever. It got
like
tipped.
a
It was going to get picked
Yes.
anyway. It was going to get picked anyway. And then the Bears drove into the 30-yard line and didn't kick a field goal in the fourth quarter.
If I'm a Rams fan, I would be crying right now because I could not love them more, and I can't see the board, but I'm seeing the board here, and -3.5 looks like frummy to me. Free money. Yep, frunny. Yep.
All right, Scotty's party parlay, which is 0-1, but I think this is more of like a we'll hit it eventually type deal,
Yep.
and you'll win
A
your
please
units back.
God parlay.
All it takes is 1 out of 16, and you made your money
Yeah, that's
back.
the thing. That's why I'm going to bet it every week because I don't want to be off the week it does fucking win.
exactly. I will.
Well, you're not
going to
like the first
All
bet,
right.
Shelby.
Is it Bengals fucking money?
It sure is Bengals money line.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
And then we got the Rams -3.5. So there you go, Zach. San Francisco money line. Broncos
Wait,
-6.
one second.
Slow down,
One second, sir.
I'm sorry. I do.
Okay, San Francisco money line. Go ahead.
I have 10 college football picks.
Broncos
How many
-6.
teams are on here?
7, Zach. So we got 3 more after this.
-6 or -7?
-6.
I don't have room to write this down.
Wait. Everyone just calm.
Calm the fuck down.
This is my own fault.
It was a misinput. It was a misinput. Calm down.
Bengals money line, Rams -3.5, San Francisco money line. What's
Denver
next?
-6.
Denver spread. Whatever it is. 5.5 or 6.
Good point, Zach.
The next pick is. Got it.
All right, Denver
Wrote it
-5.5.
down.
Okay.
They're 5.5.
Falcons
Love it.
+12 at Tampa Bay.
Oh God.
12.5 now.
That's the one I'm
12
taking
and a half.
out.
You can take that out. I just think Falcons, need to get into the end zone, just like the Giants didn't last week.
They're not gonna.
Titans money line.
This is gonna have a jumbo fucking payout, but it's not hitting.
And Cowboys money line.
Okay. So what I'm getting from this part
5 to win 831.
He's working his way towards $1,000 payout off $5.
Yeah, but what am I gonna do? Not bet it? What if it is?
What if it fucking
How big of an asshole do you feel like?
Hey, Scotty, before you bet it, can you just add $1 to it for me?
No, I
That
already
wins
bet it.
173.
It's already bet.
We could just go. Look, we could just go $250 each on the online book.
Imagine
$6,
if it
$3
hits.
each.
Though. I mean,
That's the thing. You might as well.
I mean, Cowboys. We love the Cowboys this week. They need to win. The Titans need to win. Seahawks are at 1-0.
Tennessee one pisses me off.
Okay, here's Shelby's tease and thank you, which is 1-0.
Oh my God. Okay, hang on. Let me get a fresh sheet of paper here.
Oh, my tease and thank you
And,
was also 1-0, by the way.
Oh, you don't get a tease and thank you. You get a party parlay.
Yeah, but
Zach
I
gets a
replaced
lock.
your third one with the Bengals +10, and you were scared about, and they hit.
I wasn't scared about it. It just wasn't in my shit.
What was the other one? It was the Rams.
It was just Rams San Fran.
Oh, just
okay. Let's hear it.
All right. This is a.
It hit. I made money.
This is a 3-teamer though.
Ooh, getting dangerous.
Yeah, and we're looking at odds wise for it. We are getting. It's a 7-point teaser, and you're getting plus 152.
Okay.
All right, so we're going. New England plus 1.5. Just need them to win.
Zero,
beat the Jets. Well, you tease through 0 to pointless numbers.
Yeah.
You just need, as long as you're not teasing it out to like 3.
Just like last week.
Then it hits.
I know. That would be funny. God.
Oh, yeah.
Not so pointless now.
All right. Next, we have Dallas plus 10.5 at
How does that not hit?
How's that not hit? And then Tennessee plus 13 in Seattle. Ooh. Seattle doesn't blow out teams that aren't the Colts last week.
Love it.
That's plus 152 for the people.
6 or 650, 6.5.
7.
Oh, 7-point teaser. Yeah.
Actually, just looking at
this, you could do 6.5 and get Dallas to 10.
You could do 6.5, but I want Tennessee at 13.
Yeah, that's the key number that you need. Yeah,
and I could just keep Dallas at 10.
Yep.
6.5. You get 7. You make 17 cents. You lose 17 cents taking it.
Hopefully, I don't kick you out. I'm about to log into Book 32 and fucking take this right now.
All right.
Hey, you know what? You know what? I actually love Atlanta plus 12 right now. Everyone's going to be betting the Bucks. Tell me.
Yeah, exactly. Wait to bet it until 12:59.
Yeah. Okay.
Let it get to 13 or 14.
Yeah. All right.
Is that our show?
That's our show.
Scotty, see you Sunday.
See you.
Let's go.
Here we go. There's a little place where the sun sleeps late. Pulls himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave, where the dolphins and whales are up mating. Sail all day and all night and then take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, a beautiful treasure. Come on down and have a drink.